What's happening, folks? We're back for the second half of the Gemini Man pilot, though I did find out in the intervening period that the actual technical name of the opening episode is Codename -1, which if you'll remember, they sort of joked about in that, and Codename +1. Regardless, I'll just keep calling it the pilot. I'm going to start at about 30 seconds before I cut it off at the end of the first part, just so the transition to the second part is seamless. And yeah, as it turns out, I may not have remembered this pilot as well as I thought when I watched in preparation to do the riff. It turns out there's some plot points I didn't remember, so I imagine that will be the case throughout much of the show, as again, I only watched it one time as compared to the Master, where I watched it many times before doing those riffs. So in any case, let's get it. This is the second half of the Gemini Man pilot. 3, 2, 1, go. Later, bro. Hope you don't get demoted over my prank. I'm gonna have to critique his tie clip placement. See, because when you're a spy, you want your Jeep to be lime green in order to blend in. Another parking scene crucial to the narrative, no doubt.
What kept you?
We didn't want to be seen with you in that jacket.
You used up 1 minute and 26 seconds of today's quota.
Well, that still gives me 13 minutes and 34 seconds in the bank.
Driscoll is concerned about his hair.
Leonard Driscoll, Intersect.
Intersect.
International Security Technics. This is Dr. Lawrence, Mr. Casey. We're here to see Mr. Royce.
I'm sorry, Mr. Driscoll. I don't have you down on the appointment sheet.
Well, we were just in the neighborhood.
Apparently that map told Greenland to get lost.
Yes, I'll see them. And ask Dr. Scott and Mr. Rogers to join us in my office. Thank you.
Casey's recovered. He's here with Driscoll.
Well, they can't know too much. They wouldn't just walk into us.
Let's go slow.
Like we always do,
We
Ted.
agreed to conduct an internal investigation to keep the government out of it, as much as possible. We've been working on the problem, but you're not going to like what we found out.
Particularly the smell.
You can't remember a thing.
Well, not exactly. As a matter of fact, I do recall one thing. Here, I drew you a picture of it.
It's your mom in a party dress.
Did you lose one of those?
A magnetic mine?
U.S. government. R3.
Are you saying you saw an R3 made by my company?
That's what it says in the Naval Ordnance contract. Your subsidiary in Long Beach manufactures bomb casings, fuse assemblies, and R3...
All right, show. Do you need me to write up an invoice or
I
something?
told you what I saw. Suppose you tell me. How did a Royce Industries firecracker get stuck under a Russian satellite?
Bad
I can
screenwriting?
tell you the SIA's theory. An agent trained in demolitions put it there.
You were the last man down there.
Oh, sure. He swam down 60 fathoms, snuggled in close, and blew himself up.
He got caught in the reaction.
Just a minute. The SIA report says an order was transmitted to someone aboard the Royce Explorer.
Prevent satellite recovery.
Are you trying to tell me that Sam Casey wandered into the communications room under the noses of the radio operators and picked up a code message? It had to be a member of the crew. Someone with enough authority to use the radio gear without arousing suspicion.
Every member
Or
of
the
my
rest of the
had
crew.
Security clearance.
And every member of the Intersect Support Group had an A6 clearance.
Who are you accusing, Driscoll?
I'm not accusing anyone. But every member of that dive team is under suspicion. And by implication, everyone in this room.
Wait a minute. Don't you try to hang this thing on us.
Take it easy.
Let's calm down. Sir, are you all right?
Yes.
Now that I got my scotch.
I've had enough of this, Driscoll. Cover your man if you must, but don't accuse my people. I'm not feeling very well, so I'll have to ask you to leave. Captain Wayland, send in some security guards to escort Mr. Driscoll and associates out of my office. I want them off the premises.
I'm sure we can find the way.
Abby's off to buy some more turtlenecks, no doubt.
Hey, you guys. Why don't you go ahead? I'll catch you later.
Sam, stop it. You can't do that.
Don't worry, Leonard. I'm just gonna poke around a little while, that's all.
I mean it.
Was he inside a metal box when he said that?
Look, Leonard, I came here for a reason. I know
Break
what I
room
saw down.
donuts.
I'm gonna go through this place till I come up with some answers.
You don't have time, Sam. You have less than 15 minutes.
She's right. It's too dangerous. Dude, stop worrying. I told you I'm just gonna use my time to get past the guards, that's all. Because I want to find out who planted that mine. I don't care if it turns out to be Royce himself.
Okay, but you be careful.
Look, I'll meet you at the hamburger stand by the freeway, right?
Keep
Not
an eye on
exactly
the
a
last
James
time.
Bond line, is it?
You're on the clock.
All right, mother hen.
Watch out. Here come the security guards.
Leonard, I can see them. They can't see me.
And you're listening
We
to
don't
Sam
need an
Casey
escort. We can
Radio.
find our own way out.
Where's the third one? The surfer in the blue jeans.
Oh, he left ahead
That
of
could
us.
be Ben Murphy's
I didn't check
autobiography
anybody out.
title.
Did you? No.
Some security system.
Stick with him all the way out of the parking lot. Everything's under control, sir.
Sorry to interrupt your cocaine party. Is this scene entirely necessary, show?
Sir, don't you think you ought to lie down and rest?
No, I'll be all right.
Are you sure? I could join
Driscoll
you.
was right. We're going to have to investigate every member of the salvage team, the ship's crew, every man who had access to that radio room.
I'll handle it for you, sir.
No, sorry, Harold. I'm going to have to supervise this one personally.
Sam Casey,
It's
chocolate
just a routine
thief.
check. I'll have it for you in 24 hours.
I told Driscoll that I'd do it myself, and I'm going to do it.
What,
Mr. Royce,
odd
don't you
line
think you ought to
deliveries?
protect the corporation?
What do you think I'm doing?
I mean, sir, that I think Driscoll is going to try to put the monkey on your back. He's out to divert suspicion away from Casey, and he's going to use this against you. The R3 is manufactured by Royce Industries.
All he's got is Casey's word.
And that ridiculous Jeep.
Mr. Royce, I think you should get the facts to Washington before Driscoll does a job on you.
And
At
before
least
he
let them know
nails
that
you.
you are conducting a thorough investigation.
That might not be a bad idea. I'll put in a call right away.
Mr. Royce, I think that this is too important to call in. I think you should go to Washington yourself.
Start a book club.
Place a full explanation before the Joint Chiefs. Take full responsibility. They'll trust you and they'll keep the door open.
Unbeknownst to us, that's not
Potential
actually
security
Sam's
leaks
mouth.
Within my company.
And guarantee containment personally. The name Royce means something in Washington. They'll listen to you.
It means sideburns.
You think Driscoll's out to cut me up?
Well, you kicked him out, sir, with a security escort.
You've got to protect your corporation, sir.
Call Admiral Harpley. Ask him to set up an emergency conference. At the Pentagon, including the SIA.
I will order the plane right away, sir.
Well, that's not actually what he told you to do, but whatever. Okay, I'm getting a little tired of Operation Milk Duds here.
He's been invisible almost 5 minutes. He'd better start saving it.
Don't you think he's strong enough?
Oh, yes, he can take the full 15, but it's easier on his system if he breaks it up as much as possible.
Well, let's hope he's not in any trouble.
I like her hair and shirt. Not really a joke, I suppose, but factual.
Oh, he's back to visibility.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you come in.
You mean you didn't see me following you in there?
In there?
Well, not
Sam
only.
putting in a late bid for Creep of the Month.
Can I help you?
Yeah, do you have an office directory?
Who did you want to see?
I don't know. Who you recommend?
Liberace, Siegfried, and Roy, you
Do
name
have
it.
an appointment?
Wait a minute. First things first.
All right. First things first, I'd like to see your ID.
Nice mugshot.
You can call me Sam.
I'm sorry, Sam. You just don't look like an A6.
That's
The
best
jacket
thing
pretty
I've heard
much
all
rules
day.
you out.
Wait a minute. I got it. Main building, reception. Gloria Dixon. Hello, Gloria.
I think they got your
Who
number,
else would you like
Gloria.
to see?
How about Dr. Schuyler?
First corridor, second door on the left.
That-a-bye.
All right, well, I'm just going to stay and chat with Gloria, Sam,
Is there
if you don't
something else
mind.
you want? You know where to find me, Sam.
As
Main
far away
building
from you as
reception.
possible,
Gloria
Sam.
Give me flight operations, Captain Taggart.
I've heard that before, yeah. Thank you, Kurt. Never
We joined this body crew post-punchline.
here.
Yeah, this is Dr. Schuyler. How soon can you have the executive jet out on the runway?
That depends. How fast can you
brief in
stock the
operations
minibar?
office. You're going to need the special crew.
We'll be ready for takeoff in 45 minutes.
What do you think of my slow, sexy southern drawl?
Let's go.
Let's cover the entire building. The gate guard found his motorcycle still in the parking lot.
He said it had a very acute
There he
odor.
is. You two, go on around. Lock him off. Come on.
You know, I think his outfit does technically qualify as a tuxedo in Canada.
He's flicking on and off.
Well, I've got better things to do than sit here and listen to him beep.
Such as? I'm not convinced.
All right, Casey, we know you're in there. All right, let's check the other office.
Captain Whalen, this is McNeil. Our man just came out of the north exit.
Grab him.
Hey, you! Stop! Stay where you are!
You know, I could just go back and hang out with Gloria while you find him.
Where is he? He was here a second ago.
Here where?
Here, then here, then here.
So he mugged the driver for his keys off camera?
Get a car. He's heading for the airstrip driving a company truck. Block him at the freight hangar.
Hey, excuse me, pal. Which way's flight operations?
Just on the other side of the hangar.
Ah, van-based chase scenes at moderate speeds. Now I feel truly at home. You know, I think the stealth portion of your mission is over, Sam. This section of the script just has tire screeches for 6 pages. The security guards Frank and Thomas think outside the box. That's right, folks. Back in the 70s, airports were made out of dirt. I don't even think the actors know what's happening at this point.
Okay, Weiss. Come out, Casey.
So he's just sitting there breathing.
He's in the back, hiding in the cargo. Search it.
So wait, he did a swan dive out of the back of the van? Deputy Johnson there, making sure Sam didn't divide himself into pieces and hide in the boxes. And now, the ultimate purpose of this mission, to swap out that jacket.
He's using up a lot of time. He's only got 9 minutes, 34 seconds left.
We could be here until midnight.
We'll order another
Must
round
be
of
on
ketchup
something, or he
then.
would have come out by now.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Sam Casey, clandestine genius. Sam Casey, also a mail thief. Ah yes, I'll escape on the quiet and discreet Royce Industries tractor. Or not.
Maintenance needs it out there in the line!
Sure, I'm the foreman and I've never seen you before, but whatever you say. Hey, beautiful.
Man, it sure would be great to have one of these babies, huh? Zip down to Acapulco anytime you want, lick the salt off a couple of margaritas.
Who are you?
Food service.
What for?
Dr. Scholar ordered a special menu.
Come on, they won't have time to put on their napkins.
They got 5 hours.
No way.
Takes
How long does it
much
take to
longer
get
than
to
that
DC?
to put a napkin
Man,
on.
you got the wrong airline.
This is Mr. Royce's plane, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the Corporate Executive Mobile Home.
Yeah, well then it's going to National Airport, Washington, D.C., right?
With less than 10 tons of fuel? Nah, that takes it to Denver.
Well, this has got to be a mistake.
Hey, no mistake. Here's the requisition. There's the pilot's signature, Captain Taggart. It's just a routine flight. They're checking out the oxygen system. The flight engineer was just in the cabin reading the pressure.
Well, how long you figure they're going to be airborne?
Oh, an hour and 20 minutes, give or take headwinds.
Thanks.
Okay. Hey, I'll help you eat some of that special menu.
Just for the record, folks, don't ever offer to eat anyone's special menu. Parking scene, tractor remix. Well, I've done my job. Yes, because no one will be suspicious of a floating phone.
Driscoll? Sam? I can't hear you.
Well, because I'm not talking yet,
That
genius.
shouldn't affect his voice.
Leonard, listen, I gotta whisper. I'm into something.
Well, you better get out of it.
I can't. Royce is in danger.
Royce?
Skyler convinced him that he's gotta make an emergency flight to Washington, but it looks to me like they're setting him up.
In what way?
They're going to Denver.
Denver?
His heart condition. They gotta climb out over the mountains at a high altitude. Now all it takes is a slight change in the oxygen system, just enough to bring on a cardiac failure. Wait a minute, I gotta go. Get here as soon as you can, all right?
Hello, who's on this line?
Amanda Hug and Kiss?
Now, that makes sense. Skyler is executive director. In a perfect position to make deals with enemy governments behind Royce's back.
And if Royce dies of a heart attack, then Skyler gains control of Royce Industries.
And any related turtlenecks.
I thought you didn't like my car.
Mobile operator, this is security service Royce Industries. We need the call record on truck mobile MG26. 26, within the last half hour.
And right about that time, those Duke boys went invisible and thankfully changed their car.
He's visible again. Total elapsed
Oh,
time,
they're in the
7 minutes,
neighborhood.
11
Nice.
seconds.
I was afraid he was playing around.
Or
like
they're
a
in the
kid with a new
Mojave
toy.
Desert?
Looks like he's onto something.
It's okay, he wants to see me. Sorry to barge in on you, Mr. Royce, but it was an
Okay,
emergency.
can we get Sam a
Come in
looser
here. Tell
jumpsuit?
Driscoll I won't stand for
Look,
it.
forget Driscoll, I'm on my own time.
I do not intend to be pushed around by you or anyone. Now, I've got to go. My plane is waiting.
Hey, look, the plane can wait. You got a problem, believe me.
Get out of
Your
my
70s
way. Tell security to come and
mustache.
get this man out of my office right now.
Okay, look, no problem. They're on their way. I'll go peacefully. But before they get here, please, just hear me out.
I don't seem to be able to stop you.
If you get on that plane, you're not gonna get off.
And why not?
Because you're gonna have a heart attack.
What are you talking about? I travel by air all the time.
Royce, I saw the checklist. The pre-flight? That plane isn't in service for a flight to Washington.
They're servicing it now.
No.
Well, I
There's
hope
not
you all
enough
enjoy
gas.
plane
And they've
flight
been tampering with
logistics
the
as
oxygen.
entertainment, folks.
Captain Taggart just called to tell me that they're ready and waiting.
Royce, they're
Sam,
planning to kill you.
I'm afraid your accident has affected your mind. Nobody's planning on killing me. Sorry, Mr. Royce, they slipped away from us.
I know this sounds crazy.
Get him out of here.
I'm warning you, listen to me. Royce, don't get on that plane!
but do button up your shirt.
Handcuff him.
No handcuffs. Look, I said no handcuffs.
Hey, it's like we're watching The Master. They are Jack's useless security guards.
I guess he didn't want to see me after all.
You remembered.
Gloria, close your eyes.
What?
Close your eyes.
Again, if random dudes in jumpsuits say that to you, best not to oblige.
Where is he?
Who?
Ed Asner?
You mean Sam?
Yes, I mean Sam Casey. Where is he?
Well, he was right here. Maybe he went in there.
Okay, this is now fully a cartoon. Hi, I'm Big Face the pilot. I've got a small window, but a big face.
All set?
All set.
Is that Driscoll and Abby playing the timpani off camera? Oh, it really was.
Sam, you have 7 minutes.
I can't hear you!
7 minutes!
So being invisible doesn't make you silent, right? Sam, I don't think this is the time for that.
Executive 707, cleared for takeoff.
Probably not helping the LA smog situation much. Alright, pretty sure we can cut now.
Los Angeles Center, Royce Industries, flight 229er, leaving 11,000 for flight level 380.
229er, Los Angeles Center. Advise flight level 250. 0310.
Okay, keep it standard. Settle down.
You wild
Like
rapscallions.
a nice long flight.
I fixed the fuel record, and if anyone checks, we took off with a full load.
No talking about full loads, please. Now I just need to get my cocaine and I'm set.
What time did you set the conference?
There's an informal briefing at 7. Oh, thank you. Off the record, just to fill in the SIA, the formal presentation is for 9 before the Joint Chiefs Emergency Session.
I better prepare my statement.
And then a taco after that.
Now, come up with some positive notes. I'll call you if I need any research material.
Very good.
Okay, now listen up.
What do you think of my turtleneck?
There's not going to be any change in the cabin pressure. We're going to handle this by thinning out the oxygen. So Dietz will pop open your overhead compartments, and you'll be able to use your face masks.
Captain Taggart's going to make a routine announcement over the PA system. When you hear altitude 38,000, that's the time to use the oxygen.
Right.
Let me have it at the Scotch.
What a delightful little murder meeting.
Okay, take her up nice and steady. We want the flight recorder to be perfect.
I think you're gonna need a couple of your pills, Royce.
Man, he is a persistent drug dealer.
Please don't yell, because I don't have to stuff a pillow down your throat. And don't press any buttons.
How did you get on board?
I'll explain all that to you. Let's let those pills take effect. As a matter of fact, you better get ready to take a handful.
What do you want?
I told you I want to save your life.
Now the foreplay begins.
Before I get a chance to. Royce, I don't want to use force on you, so please, just cool it. No calls, no yells. Just hear me out first, all right?
All right. What are you going to do?
Well, first of all, I'm going to try to convince you that I'm your friend. I know you think that Driscoll is out to destroy your credibility with Washington, but you're dead wrong. Remember when we left your meeting this morning?
Yes?
I went back into your office. I was there when Skyler pushed you out on this trip.
You were where?
Sitting on the sofa eating caramels.
Caramels?
Those are rat droppings we
Now, you
collected
admitted
from the
Driscoll was
office.
right. And then Vance said that I couldn't possibly have touched that radio equipment. And Skyler told you that you got to protect the corporation, go to Washington yourself, don't send an errand boy, remember?
How did you get into my office in the first place?
Please, don't ask.
But I've got to know.
Okay. All right. First of all, this is bigger than an A6 clearance would allow, but you leave me no choice in that. This may shake you up, Royce. Are you ready?
Ready for what?
I'm gonna twerk for you.
you're not crazy. It's really happening. I'm invisible.
And my voice has moved to a public pool for some reason.
I don't understand.
We are not alone there. It's an unknown reaction caused by the accident, that's all we know. But we've learned how to control it and put it to pretty good use.
Though Driscoll is now asking me to
Trust me
steal
now.
batteries for
Why
him.
else would I risk my life to get on this plane with you, huh?
I'm beginning to trust you a little, but just one thing.
Take off that ill-fitting
Don't do it
hat.
again.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Here's their plan. As soon as we reach cruising altitude, they're gonna turn off the oxygen.
And probably pour some more scotch.
And your heart can't take that.
But why? The men on this plane are loyal to me.
They're loyal to your money, Mr. Royce.
And perhaps your
It would
mustache.
appear that Dr. Schuyler has been dealing with the other side. And with you out of the way, he takes over control of the store.
But it was his idea to get this report before the Joint Chiefs to force an investigation.
No, the idea was to get you up here in the plane. End of report, end of investigation. Beginning of Schuyler's new international corporation. One that peddles arms and classified material to the highest bidder.
Typically Kermit the Frog.
Come in.
And do it sexy if you don't mind.
Can I get you a drink? Oh, I see you've already got one.
Oh, yeah, thanks anyway.
Sorry to bother you, Mr. Royce.
Just wanted to make sure you're as hammered as we are. Oh, I had a heart attack anyway. It's all
Thanks
your
for the
fault,
photo,
man.
Swami. I guess you're with me, huh?
With you?
Have you smelled
I'm
you?
not even sure you're here. I'm not even sure I'm here.
Tell you what, I'll be back in a minute.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
Just sit tight.
That's what most people look like after hearing Yoko Ono
He's
for the first
invisible
time.
again.
Make it official. It's a takeover attempt at Royce Industries. How much time does he have left?
About 4 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Enough time for 2 hot
Dispatch
pockets.
an ambulance, paramedics, cardiac unit, and police backup. Yep.
.36 coming up on him.
Little does Sam know, the pilot actually put his spare turkey sandwich in there.
How many hands is that you want?
About 3.
So is he doing the worm across the floor?
And on that monocle.
Here we go. Don't use these things until you really need them, all right?
You're a mumbler, Sam Casey. You mumble too much.
This is Captain Taggart. Thought it might take just a moment to give you some flight information. We're cruising at 38,000 feet. The temperature outside is 47 degrees below zero. Our
So bring
ETA
some
Washington
gloves.
National Airport is 8:40. And the weather looks good all the way. It's off in the passenger cabin. Switch to an emergency.
Yeah, it's starting to thin out.
Like the audience at a Michael Bay film.
No change. He's maintaining visibility.
You sure it's receiving?
You want to go back to
correctly
the
at this
burger place then?
Leonard, that unit could transmit from the moon. It's atomic powered, remember?
How long do you want to give him? Long enough to make it look like heart failure. I'm gonna take a look. Hold it, will you?
We weren't looking at Playboys.
There's somebody in there. What? With Royce said got oxygen in there. Let's go. Come on.
Oh, Sam Casey 1, Turtleneck Guy 0. Having problems keeping your tube up? Try Flyagra.
Turn on the oxygen!
Andy?
You better take a look.
Sam is really perfecting his sucker punch craft.
We gotta hit the main oxygen.
It's jammed.
Look out.
I'll get her.
Royce and that desk have a special relationship. Cameraman, I think you're supposed to follow it.
Royce, are you okay?
More or less.
I'm taking us down to a lower altitude.
Apparently I just swallowed a whole brick of heroin.
Pass out. I've got my hands full right now. Can you tie them up?
With what?
Use their belts or ties, anything.
All right, all right.
Uh-oh, something's wrong.
Oh, didn't pay his bill this month.
Malfunction.
What happened?
He was visible with about 2 minutes left, and now the count is fluctuating up and down.
Can you tell what it is?
I don't know.
Alright, I'm back, because I'm such a strong guy, and there's no way I'll ever Oh, come on, man!
Anybody hear me? This is Royce Industries, Executive 707. I have an extreme emergency.
My lack of a turtleneck.
1.5.
Royce 707, this is Los Angeles Center. What is the nature of your emergency?
My flight crew has been disabled due to a pressure blowout. I can
And a lot of
fly, but I'm not
scotch.
checked out on 4 engines. Must return to Royce Airport.
Royce 707, understand your emergency. Radar contact, 80 miles east of Los Angeles. Can you turn that thing around?
We're asking you to shake your rump, Sam.
Can you find either the gyro or the magnetic compass on your instrument panel?
Alright, now I gotta fix on the gyro. Just get me home.
All right. Turn left to heading 270 for vectors to Royce Airport. Can you circle until we get a qualified pilot to talk you in?
I don't know if I have time for that, Los Angeles. Can you
The Eye of
get a hold
Mordor
of
is
Dr.
upon me.
Lawrence on Los Angeles Mobile 397?
Are you injured?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain. I have a malfunction.
Say again?
Tell Dr. Lawrence I busted my watch. I can't get the door right now. I got my hands full.
They're tied up.
All right, fine. We're coming down to a safer altitude, so you can take that oxygen mask off. Fasten up your seatbelt and relax.
Okay.
No more unbuttoning your shirt, though.
Royce 707, this is Los Angeles Center. You're doing fine. You're just a little off course. So turn left to heading 255 for straight-in approach to Royce Airport. What is your present altitude?
I'm high,
Okay,
man.
just a second. Okay, I found it. I'm at 8,000 feet and coming down.
Good. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet.
Anything you say, Los Angeles. Los Angeles, did you reach mobile 397?
Dr. Lawrence is on the line.
Can you
Well,
patch
thanks
her
for
in?
telling me.
Right away.
I'm reading you, Sam.
Looks like I blew a fuse, Abby.
It's the contact circuit. Is it dented or bent?
Can't see it.
Did you hit it against anything?
Your big,
Hit a
thick
lot of
skull,
things,
for
Abby.
example.
How long have I got left?
I can't tell. At the last reliable count, it was less than 2 minutes. So you're pushing past critical.
I can't land this thing in 2 minutes.
If you don't, then who will?
It's a good question.
Admittedly, I could just open the door for Royce, but I like being needlessly dramatic.
Royce 707, you're 12 miles from your airport. Tower advises they have assistance for you. Remain on this frequency. Go ahead, Royce Tower.
Royce 707, this is Royce Tower. We have a 707 pilot on the runway with a mobile radio. Go ahead, Captain.
This is Captain Ballard. How you doing?
Well, we're still up here, Captain.
How much flight
Also a
time do
little
you have?
transparent, Captain.
About 1,500 hours, but not one of these things.
Are you familiar with jet engines?
Not this many.
Understand. Are you in the left or right seat?
Left seat.
Though I do have my
Just to your
feet up on the
between
right.
seats is a console of levers. Those are the jet thruster controls. Have you got them?
Got him.
Good. Pull them back to about halfway and leave them there for now. Keep the engines in phase. There's no crosswind. You won't have to crab. What's your name?
Nimoy. Leonard
Casey,
Nimoy.
Sam Casey.
Okay, Sam. We'll bring you in. Just relax.
Sure, just relax, yeah.
Maintain your present heading and altitude, Sam.
Though feel free to give yourself a haircut at the earliest convenience.
Whalen here.
This is Madsen. The ambulance, police, and backup units are on their way. Get them out there quick.
Yes, sir. Open the gate.
Also admit Driscoll and Dr. Lawrence.
Driscoll?
That's what I said, Whalen.
Yes, sir. Let them all in.
You know, if this was the Master, they would have driven right through that fence.
Can he make it?
It's running out. Fast.
Sam, just above the thruster controls is a control looks like a wheel. It's white.
White wheel, yeah, I see it.
That's the gear lever. Pull it out toward you and push it down. When the gear is down
Do you
and
know
locked,
that, Pilot
three
Abby, or are
lights
you
just
just
above the
generally
control will light
supportive
up.
of people's
Now
elbows?
count it down for me.
Okay, pulling out and down. There's 1 green, 2, 3. All lights are green. Now what?
And now the flaps, Sam. Just beneath the gear lever is the flap lever. Looks just like a miniature flap.
Oh, right, of course. Just like a miniature flap.
Okay, now push that lever down gently to the 20 degrees detent. No further than 20 degrees for now, okay?
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, well, my bad.
Approach, how's he look?
Approach control, still hot and slightly right of course. Suggest a heading of 245 degrees.
Sam, turn, easy now, left to 245 degrees, and watch your airspeed.
I mean, come on, it's almost like your pilot skills are invisible.
Pull those thrusters back a little, and hold 160 knots. No slower, understand?
Yeah, understand. 160 knots.
Okay, let her down easy.
And sing her
Let
to
her come
sleep.
down another 100 feet. How's it look, approach?
Right down the groove.
Nudge, nudge.
Captain, it feels like she's starting to mush a little.
Flap handle, Sam, full flaps. Let the nose come down while you're too high. Lose another 100 feet. Easy does it.
Man, this is like landing in an apartment building.
Ease back now, Sam. You're almost down. Start to pull back, Sam. Pull back on the wheel.
So I'm guessing he crashes and they all die.
Easy now, easy on the brake.
It's too late. His time's run out.
We've got to get to him.
That said, we can still get a lunch special at Denny's if we hurry. Alright, Jeff, you didn't have to activate the siren.
Sam? Sam?
And finally, the extended remix of the parking scene. Aw, they don't get one of those inflatable funhouse ones?
Mr. Royce, you all right?
I'm fine, but this door is jammed and he may need help. And hold these men for the SIA.
Yes, sir.
And there's more back here. Come on.
Who am I supposed to help? There's nobody in there.
Mr. Royce needs you.
Oh, sorry, need you in the groin there.
I've got the stabilizer.
Hurry, his pulse is faint. It stopped.
Get the cardiac unit.
I can't. It's leaving with Royce in the ambulance.
I've got it. It works. Get his wrist.
Whoop, nope, that's his penis again.
You okay, Sam?
Yeah, sorry, it's just the 70s.
You saved Royce.
You landed a 707 single-handed.
Fantastic. Come on, let's get out of here.
So you're really sticking with that hat, huh, Sam?
Man, I'd sure love to have one of these babies, huh? I just think we could zip down to Tahiti and see if the surf's up. How'd you like that, Abigail?
All right then. I guess we'll just imagine what happened to Royce's traitorous employees and the spy doctor while watching Vince Clarke's studio one more time. So is that a Sam doll there? Thanks, Billy. And H.G. Wells kicks open his grave to protest the association. Well, thanks for watching that with me, folks. As I mentioned, I don't know the show nearly as well as I do the Masters, so it'll be a bit of an adventure as we go through it for me, too. So, looking forward to it. Let me know what you think of this one. I'll talk to you next time. Peace.